Hello friends, welcome back. So we're doing some readings on some different things, people. Anyway, let's clear the space. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to tell you, the monthly readings, I don't really get a lot out of that. But I like the fact that we're doing monthly readings. And 303 High Priestess, who has 300,000 subscribers, just started doing monthly readings. So if you don't want to do zodiac readings, she's doing monthly readings, and she's damn good. I listen to her myself. So I would say if you want monthlies, go there. She doesn't have the Bitcoin idea yet, but maybe she will, you know. If she's watching me and learning about monthly readings, maybe she's watching other stuff too. I don't know. Anyway, so we did some stuff. And now, we're going to do Melania Trump today, because I like to do readings on people, and there are some people that I find interesting. So let's take a look at Melania. I know she is otherworldly. And we did a little bit of a look when we did the Bitcoin readings, the origin of Bitcoin, because there was a woman and we were talking about Melania, but she wasn't part of what was happening with Bitcoin directly. I mean, she may have known about it, but she wasn't involved with that. It was other people. So let's do a reading on Melania and see, you know, what kind of a person she shows up as. And we don't want to be invasive and, you know, be terrible about it. We're just wondering who she is. Identify and remove toxic people around you. Yeah, I don't think she can handle that kind of stuff. She seems pretty pure to me. But let's see what the cards say about Melania and who she is. I want to say she is really critically there for Baron, because he is so instrumentally important in this whole operation. I don't think he was born, I think he was, you know, this was a big thing to have him be born. And, you know, he's up and coming. The other children, not so much. Focus seems to be on him. And, you know, is she his mother? They say Diana might be. But anyway, who is Melania? Who is this woman? Who is this divine feminine woman in such an instrumental position? Stop pushing against what is, align with it, and move on. Well, that's an interesting card to get for her. Maybe she's here and saying, you know, this place is terrible. And, you know, Trump is saying, yeah, we know it's terrible, we're trying to fix it. Ah, but I came here and, well, yeah, you came here because you're supposed to fix it. You came here to help fix it. I think she knows. Anyway, let's see. Let's see what the cards say about Melania. Who is this woman? Forgiveness. Yeah. Forgive this world for being what it is. And I think world is spelled W-H-I-R-L-E-D. There you go. It's the language again. It's all the illusions of the language. I think the ice wall around our environment was put on there, and it is a whirl, W-H-O-R-L, and so we are now whirled. And now we say, this is our world, when it's just a whirl that they have done to us. They put the ice wall up. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. Well, I don't see her exercising, but she is, fabulously beautiful. So I'm sure there's something involved in exercising to keep her in good shape. Alright, Green Witch, what do you have to tell us about Melania? Melania Trump. How is she walking in this world? Time, presence, self-awareness. Presence and self-awareness. Okay. Time. Presence and self-awareness. With its sharp scent, time tells you to be in the moment and pay attention to the state of your mind, body, and spirit. In green witchcraft, we rely on herbs to help ground us. The time card is asking you to be present and self-aware. It may be time to take an inventory of how you feel. With all the pretense, wishful thinking, and illusion stripped away, evaluate yourself honestly. Take note of areas that sting or hurt, or what feels good. Try not to judge your feelings, just offer them love and understanding, and remember that feelings are not actions. It takes strength and effort to stay present in your life. Have you been fully present in your daily life? If not, what steps can you take to change it? Presence and self-awareness. Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting start to the reading about Melania, because that's an intriguing card. Let's see what the book. Soul's Book of Answers. Bring forth what is within you. What you bring forth will save you. Be yourself. Okay, let's see what the tarot has to tell us about Melania Trump. Melania, how are you going to show up today? And these are my Mystical Medleys cards that I just got, and I absolutely love this deck. This is my favorite deck. Bar none. This is my favorite deck. So, here we are with the magical Mystical Medleys. And even in a bad reading, these cards, they're so fun. Rubber hose animation, they call it. Alright, how are we showing up, Melania? How you showing up? Ace of Swords. Truth. Well, somebody who shows up as an ace, Purity and truth. Okay. And the Three of Swords. Her challenge is the heartbreak of this world. This place. Knight of Swords. So, coming in again. Truth. Truth. Coming in with truth. Thoughts, words, ideas. Two of Wands. Thinking and planning. World in her hands. But the Star, otherworldly. Yeah, she is otherworldly, truly. And the Queen of Wands. Sexy, dynamic, all things to all people. Perfect First Lady. Beautiful. Elegant. Yeah, she sees herself as end of a cycle. End of this nonsense. She is the queen of a new realm. Judgment. Yeah, that's the environment. We're in the process of judgment right now. Tribulation, for those who are biblical, this is the time when things are weighed and measured to see if they are wanting or if they fulfill the need. Ten of Pentacles, so that's the wish. To be a beautiful realm with abundance for all people. And she is also the High Priestess. She is seeing through the illusions that exist. And knows that this place is not what it seems. Certainly not what it seems. Yeah, so here she is, a truth, speaker of truth. She embodies truth. And the challenge is that truth is hard to incorporate when you're in an elusive state. And that when she brings out truth, it brings heartache to others because she sees it, and she speaks it. Where is she? She speaks it, and also coming in with more thoughts, words, information. But she understands that we're in a place of, she comes from a different place, and when she comes here it's difficult because this place is so dark and so messed up. But she's calling judgment on it. She's showing up and saying, we're done with this, we're going to move on to the next thing. There's just so much death here, and we need to bring about, let's call judgment on it, and bring about some fairness, and bring this into fruition. So yeah, that's what she is doing. Part of the team. I think it's also that if she knows these things and brings these things about, then Baron knows these things and he understands these things. So she is bringing about the changes through herself, but also through her son. That's what people do. I'm doing the same thing. Clouds. So yeah, there is illusion. There is, occlusion. We can't see clearly, and there are snakes everywhere. Trickery and lies and deceit and things that don't work. And blockages. Can't get there, there's something in the way. But those things are being removed by people like Melania and Donald Trump and Kash Patel and Michael Saylor and so many others. Okay, Moon card, can you sum it all up for us, please? Tell us about Melania and her mission here. And I believe, her purity. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is deep, deep, deep. So remove negativity. Yeah, it's time to sweep the world and clean up all this extra garbage. It's time to release negativity. If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotionally intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. Use your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring about your desired result. Emote. It's all better out than in. It's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. You're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. It's the end of an argument. The full moon in Scorpio has a sting in its tail. It can herald a vindictive end of a relationship. It can also be a time when we want to be good, but we're naughty. If you pull this card, no matter when, your dark side and your shadow self may be showing. The full moon in Scorpio is also a time of magic. If you were thinking of making some magic, this is your sign to do it. Okay, Melania. Do some magic for us. Yeah, I think this is just the burden of living in this world. I understand this. I feel this. I'm so sad for everything I look out and see. Yet I am hopeful because the world is changing and I'm able to help make it a better place. So it's easy to get overwhelmed and depressed about it, but you really kind of have to rise above that and see more than what's really out there. And, if she's calling judgment on situations, well, they all are. All of these programs are going down. Cobra. Ooh. Okay. There's some danger. Danger. Okay, let's see. Fire. Cobra. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. The cobra represents a teacher or a spiritual guardian. The cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us, in the form of an inner teacher, and manifests externally in those special guides who have led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When in balance, a student of life, humble and wise. When out of balance, a know-it-all and an egocentric. To bring into balance, taking a class and studying. Okay, well, it seems she is very feminine, very emotional. She is really kind of fed up with what is happening in the world and doesn't really like what she sees at all. She's calling judgment on it, and she's saying, we're done with this. There's a death to that. I do believe she is otherworldly. She is a starseed of some kind. But she is thinking and planning in terms of her role. Her son will soon step out and be a man in and of himself, and he will step out into the world and take command in whatever way he needs to. And so she's looking at herself in what capacity she can support him, still be a supportive mother, and yet do her own mission and accomplish her own goals. Something all of us mothers are always struggling with. Anyway, this is a nice reading. I kind of had a sense that she was a different kind of a person, but it's pretty clear that she has ideas about things and great sorrow about what she sees, and she wants to make it better. But I feel like she comes with the eyes of coming from somewhere else. And seeing this and saying, how can you live this way? It's like you go to another country and you go, how can you live this way? I can't live this way. And then eventually figure it out, and you work with people and you figure out how to make it work. And you release the negativity and things become more positive again. But she's working to bring everybody into this Ten of Pentacles, and she wants to see that happen too. She wants people to be better, and she's doing the work to do that. Well, thank you, Melania. Thanks for being on our side. Thanks for all your work. I totally sympathize with you and your position in this world. And I look around and I do the same thing. I see it, and I'm very sad for humanity, for what has happened to us. But let's fix it. Let's let this never happen again. Anyway, thank you, and I'll be around. Like, share, subscribe if you will, but I'll be around. And 303 High Priestess if you want to do the monthly readings. I'm going to say that again. Alright, anyway, thanks guys.